this was taken at a banquet and ball at the RVC, I guess in 1957 or 58. I can see John Smith with the girlfriend at the time, who I think was called Frankie, Peter Dawson and Valerie. There's me with Maureen on my lap, Keith Baker, Ian Denley, and I think John Pankhurst at the back. I'm not sure about the others. This must be at another banquet and ball. I can see John Smith, Jim Jarvis, Terry Hazard, and Peter Lane. I'm not sure who all the girls were, except that my girlfriend at the time was called Yvette. Now we've got some photos of the final year review. Gigi opened in London that year, and so our review was called Gigi. This was the cover of the programme. This is the programme of Gigi. Great success. We all worked hard, and from memory, I don't think we did much study that term. Here we've got some snaps of the review. I can see Roger Green with a bowler hat, and Kit Lawrenson, and John Cleverly on the left-hand side. And here I think I was playing the part of a magician, and Rachel Stockley with the crash helmet was going to be shot out of a cannon, from what I remember. And this is Paul DeVille, and the lady in the funny hat was John Cleverly. I can't remember what the sketch was about. And here's Anne Kerwin in another sketch with some idiot at the front and David Poulter finding it very funny at the back. And here are a couple of photos of a skiing holiday we took in Norway. This is Clive Woodham. I can't remember the name of the young lady on the sledge. And here we are all on the ferry coming back from Oslo to Newcastle, but I can't remember the name of all the young ladies there. But we had a great holiday. This is a short clip at the field station on the day the Queen came and opened the new facilities at Hawkshead. We got Don Christie, Len Pabs Garnon, Rachel Stockley, John Stock, David Poulter we saw at the beginning, Kit Lawrenson I think. This is John Smith. This was an old 8mm cine, so I'm afraid the quality is not very good. But the Queen is amongst them somewhere. This is 50 years ago, so it's a long time, and I can't remember what facility she's looking at. I think this was some large animal accommodation. Maybe she's going into the lecture theatre there. Difficult to remember. I do remember there was a covered walkway back from the lecture theatre and facilities back to Hawkshead House, or in the area of Hawkshead House. And here's the Queen going off at the end of her visit. There, John Stock, Paul DeVille, Keith Jones, David Redfern. Now this is Bolton's Park Farm. A number of us lived at Bolton's Park Farmhouse for some time during our final year. I think this was the days before health and safety had been invented. But obviously somebody was conscious of fire precautions, and we'd installed, or somebody had installed, a new fire escape, and we were trying it out. There's John Smith, David Poulter at the top. I think John Cleverly was at the top too, and this is me coming down the fire escape. And finally, here's a picture of the Royal Veterinary College Rugger A15, 1957-58. I can recognise most of the faces, but as far as the names are concerned, well, here are a few. I can recognise Johnny Broberg, Ian Walker, Roger Green, John Smith, and Ollie Ealing. How many can you recognise?